everybody, it's Miss K and welcome to Miss K on Postal. So I hope you had a good weekend, a good Father's Day, a happy Juneteenth. So baby, it's time to go back to motherfucking work. For those of you who were off, like myself, or for those of you who work, I'm so sorry. But y'all got that shmoney, them coins, so y'all can be able to, pay for these kids staying at home for the summer, baby. You got a house at home, child, I understand. But I just want to come and let all my postal freaks know about what's going on currently with the UPS strike. So remember, I did say to you guys that on June 16th, that's when they were going to go ahead and vote. And it's 340,000 UPS workers across the nation that's in their Teamsters Union that had to vote to determine if they were going to strike. So y'all know they unanimously voted to say, hell yeah, we gonna strike. So that being said, no, the strike is not going to happen tomorrow or the next day or the day after that. Listen, I'm tired of some of y'all postal freaks coming in my comments going, well, hey, Miss K, if they gonna riot, if they gonna strike, if they gonna do this, then we gonna get some fucking work and we gonna have overtime galore. Baby, no. No. That's not the way it's gonna work, okay? You gotta wait a minute first. Wait a minute. Calm down. Calm down. This is how it's supposed to work. So listen, even though they did vote on the 16th and they unanimously voted to strike, they will only strike if their contract agreements have not been met. So their existing contract expires July 31st. So on July 31st, if there's nothing that's worked out or they haven't had all their demands met, then the president, the general president of the union, will call for their workers to strike if they don't like what's going down on the table. But until July 31st, they're still in negotiations discussing what they want, what they don't want is in regards to health and safety, and even in regards to the UPS trucks that they have on the road. Now, if they decide that everything is cool, baby, ain't gonna be no strike. It's not. We got a whole nother half of this month and all of July for them to get it together. Hopefully they will be able to get it together. Okay. Now, if they do decide to strike because higher up management and the Teamster Union decide, they can't come to an agreement and they strike, this is what's going to happen. Okay. Remember, the biggest strike that UPS had was in 1997, and they striked for 15 days. And they shut this shit down. The post office as a whole then was inundated with so much work, we actually couldn't handle it. Baby, I wasn't there then. I wasn't there in 1997, but, just do a little fact checking. It was critical at that time. But you have to remember, there were no other companies that were in existence at the time to do last leg delivery. Because that's technically what UPS, FedEx, that's what they are, DHL, they're called last leg deliveries, right? So in 1997, the only other companies that you had besides UPS and FedEx and DHL was the Postal Service, baby. We was it. We was the end all be all. But now you got Amazon. Yeah. You have Target. You have Walmart who do their own last minute, last leg deliveries. You have goddamn Uber. Now you can order shit and they will pick it up. And then you also still have certain places like Walmart and Target where you can actually go to the stores and the stuff is in the lockers. So for those of you who think that this strike going to bring all this money and overtime to the Postal Service, sit down. Have several seats. Sit way down. This is why I tell y'all to get educated on the shit that's going on so you know how to proceed accordingly. Look at everything around you to determine what's going to go on with the post office. Now, are we going to get some work? Of course we would if they strike. If they strike, we're going to get work. But the longer the strike is, then the logistics will become a problem. So if the strike is 2 or 3 days, baby, they already got that covered. You don't think that UPS doesn't consider their logistics in regards to if there's a strike, if it's bad weather, whatever's going to go on. They ain't the post office, baby. They ain't stupid. They ain't ran by dum-dums. Trust me. So if this strike was to occur, and it would actually happen probably on August 1st, mind you, this is around school time. So summer will be ending. People will be getting ready to take their kids back to school. You're going to start prepping for the peak season that's going to come up soon, right after school starts. You have the snowbirds moving around back and forth. You don't think that UPS ain't put all this in consideration? Do you mofos at the post office Do y'all really think y'all finna get all this overtime? Y'all is so thirsty, y'all can't see the forest for the trees. It's not finna happen like that, baby. It's not. Calm down. It's not, no, no. You might get your same 2 hours, but it ain't gonna be full of UPS mail for you to do. It's not gonna be like that at all, period. Okay? So remember, if they do not agree to this contract that's going to expire on the July 31st, on their new contract, on the wants and needs of their contract, then yes, they're going to strike. But we don't know how many days they're going to strike. We don't even know in regards to if the strike is going to be more than a day, 2, 3, 4 days. Could it be 15 days like last time? Could it be 20 days? Could it be 30 days? We don't know. All we know is right now they're negotiating, and they've been negotiating since April. Half, from what I understand, of their needs or what their agreement is or what they want from the Teamster Union has been addressed. The other half has not. Now, remember I told you guys in the last one that they wanted to have better work conditions for the drivers. They wanted to have the trucks that have air in it. They wanted, they had some, provisions in regards to health insurance and some other things. Now, those things are being addressed. Now, I got a little tidbit from somebody who worked from UPS, and they told me that bullshit with the air conditioning is never going to happen. That's a publicity motherfucking stunt. Because there's no damn way in hell they're going to put an AC in a metal ass box. Baby, that's about this big. The driver come in one door and then go out the other. There's no seat for nobody else, and the rest of it is all back. And I was also told that the way the dimensions of the truck is made and how it is structured, there is no room for ACs. Now, if they decide to come out in a couple of years and come up with new trucks, then they may include AC. But this will not be something that's going to happen this year, next year, or the following year. So they're not going to agree upon the AC units. And that might be a deal breaker, but it may not be a deal breaker. Y'all been driving around UPS without no air for how many years? 55 years? Baby, y'all got used to the sweat. Y'all don't need no AC. Just, throw some ice cold water on your ass and keep on driving the way y'all do. But other things that they're asking for hopefully should be met. And hopefully by July 31st, we will all know whether or not if it's going to be done deal or not. So listen, y'all. Those of us who work at the post office, please stop asking me in comments or making statements that we finna be rolling in overtime and dough if UPS go on strike. No. No, baby. No, we will not. We will not be rolling in overtime. We will not be rolling in dough. Okay? Calm down. If you see a little spike or uptake of UPS mail that we have to deliver, maybe it might be like an extra package. Maybe 2. But all this, no. It's not going to happen. So listen, let's just chill out, keep doing what we're doing. We got bigger problems, bigger fish to fry than we worried about UPS striking. We should keep an eye on it so that we can understand what's going on. And, hey, maybe we can learn some things from their Teamsters Union and from their employees in regards to how we as a collective, as union members of any craft, should be getting together and saying, we don't want certain behaviors, we don't want certain work conditions, we want better pay, we want equal pay. Listen, real talk, y'all. I still ain't understand why the hell clerks and mail handlers, we make separate money. We all should make the same amount of money and get a step increase as it goes along. That's wild, Miss K. That's wild. Yes, it's wild. Because the way the post office is now moving, we should not be separate. We should be together. And if we be together, then our voices all together will be heard. But because we're still doing this mail handler shit, clerk shit, custodian shit, maintenance shit, ET shit, and we're not on one fucking accord, we're going to keep getting shafted. Like really, without the Vaseline. Use your imagination, okay? That's why I tell you guys all the time, even though if it's not postal related, any logistics delivery company is still in line with the post office. And anything that happens to them, as far as striking, raises, wages, health insurance, whatever, you as a postal worker should be up on it because we are still in that logistics circle with them. And we have our voices and we pay money to our unions. And we should be saying enough is a fucking enough. If they can fucking do it, why can't we? But hey, just letting y'all know because you know how y'all be doing. But some of y'all be crying. Miss K, why you talking about these other companies? Miss K, why you doing this? They ain't the post office. Yeah, we know, babe. We have plenty of other shit going on. We already got, we already fucked. We got a pamper full of shit, and ain't nobody changed it yet. Yeah, I said it. So what? So what? We can talk about other companies, because they ain't as squeaky clean as we are, or we supposed to be. But just giving y'all a little information, just a little heads up. So calm your motherfucking selves down. We ain't finna be rolling in overtime in a month or two. That shit is not finna fucking happen. But as long as you know what's going on. And you know Miss K is always here to give you the information, keep you abreast on everything, and make sure that you have all the tools in your motherfucking apron, if you wear one, if you don't, so that you know how to use it and navigate this postal world, this logistics world that we're in. And always remember, my postal freaks, love and light. Peace.